What up, though, YouTube? We back in the building, the Pretty Thorough podcast. You got Brillo and Pretty Girl Love Trap content. What's
Yeah,
good? How you feeling?
it's Friday Eve. That's all I care about.
I tried to throw you the oop. When I say you got Brillo, you supposed to say, in Pretty Girl Love Trap content.
No, I was getting there, but I'm a little parched. You know what I'm saying? So let me
Okay.
go ahead and.
Okay. Friday Eve, and man, it's been a long week.
You
It's
ain't
been
never
a
lied.
long week. What's good? We're gonna have some fun. I got a few topics. We might as well jump right into it. I don't got time to play because I got a couple topics. It's just one person who out here pressing. It's the press tour. And when I tell you this man then took pressing to a whole nother level, and the man that I'm talking about is Marvin's Room. Man, what? What? Have you heard about what's happening? This dude doing, hey man, that's a kidnapping. You locking the doors for the 40K? Like, nah, bruh. Nah. See, I'm the type of person, PG. As soon as you tell me I can't do something, I don't want to do nothing but that. So now when your ushers got to get punched I'm gonna get aggressive with everybody because I'm leaving, buddy. I'm leaving. Even if I was gonna stay for an extra 20, I am leaving. As soon as you tell me that I can't leave, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. Cause no, you're not holding me against what's happening here, man? Are you kidding me?
So are
Dude,
you saying
that's
the
the
people need a
charge.
body? Like, what's going on?
Do you even know what I'm talking about? Are you
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I'm just
happening? What is it?
one. Don't pressure me to give, okay? You don't know what I got going on, bruh. Like, what are we doing here? Like, I'm trying to keep my composure because
The nerve of these people. What's happening? Shayna, what's good?
the recession is definitely hitting the church. I mean, we're not officially in a recession, but they feeling it, Brillo. They feeling it. The fuel costs for the PJs done gone up.
Marvin, man, look, bro, you can get yourself in a dangerous situation. I hope you really preach it to, I don't know, a specific congregation. Because if I just so happen to walk up in the church, you know what I'm saying? It's been a minute. I'm not gonna lie to you. And then they close the door, talk about some 40K. Man, somebody getting hurt, man. I'm glad you where you need to be at. You trying to hold me, you where you need to be at. Even if I was staying like hot man, like why didn't how would you react if this happens? Let me paint a picture for you. All right. You know what I'm saying? You and your husband go to church, you know what I'm saying? You got your nephew, y'all go to church one Sunday, man. You get dressed, you throw on a nice little fit. Everybody you look nice, little button ups on, and then spray the cologne early morning. You done already had breakfast. You want to hear a good word, and your pastor say he closing he closing the doors. Lock them. He need that 40K. What's happening in that situation?
What in the Joe Clark is going on here? Like, hell no. Honestly, I'm gonna think it's funny. That's off rip. My initial reaction, I'm gonna laugh. And then it depends on how long he keep me there. That's the festivity level is gonna creep because I'm eventually be growling of the stomach. Okay, the stomach gonna be growling. I may gotta pee. I may be tired. Okay, so it's gonna be a level, but you're not gonna keep me there for too long, bro. Because I'm gonna think it's funny. Because I done paid already. I done gave my 10% whatever on top. It is what it is. But what we not gonna do is pressure me. You don't know, and I'm surprised he ain't telling people open up your phone app. Let me look at your bank app. Let me see what you're working with. Like if you're working with a certain amount, you know what I'm saying, you can leave. But if you holding, you got to give up. You got to give up the funds, bro.
Oh, Marvin, bro, you messing with the right people, bro. You gonna get your head cracked, man.
Yeah,
I hope you prayer it up. Got prayer hands, cause you gonna need them.
this is what church is not about. Yes, you got bills to pay, but they going too far. They going too far. I mean, we already had the scamming pastor that was, I believe, I want to say Queens. I could be wrong. You know, he was over there scamming the old people. Like, I'm just tired of these. I don't know. I'm just not even a big like mega church girl anyway. Like, not saying I prefer the churches than the strip mall either.
Man, it's all fake.
I
All
can't.
fake.
I can't.
It's
I love
ridiculous.
the Lord and I have my own relationship with him, but the organized, religious, you know,
Institution.
it's just it's not it's inauthentic.
This man out here pressing like he neat. He out here pressing like damn James St. Patrick. Damn. Oh, dude.
His kids got tuition. I mean, I don't know. Well, he
I'd
got
have slapped, man. Man, what them ushers would have had? They would have had to get down on your boy. No Diddy. Them ushers would have had to save him. We going viral. You think you went viral? Come do your sermon in Detroit, bro. See what happened. You try to hold them doors. Make a field trip. See what happened if you try to close them doors on over these parts, man.
Y'all pastors be packing, so I wonder if the deacons be packing over there in Detroit. Y'all don't know. I don't know.
Hey,
there's probably some churchgoers that's over there packing.
They ain't even right. They ain't gonna do all that. That's crazy. Locking the doors for that. Man.
Yeah, yeah. I had no idea he was even a preacher. I thought he was just being a gospel artist. I don't know. Was this his first time, like, preaching? I don't know. I don't know much about his history when it comes to the church, honestly. But I'm over it.
Right. Facts.
I wonder how many people they lost in terms of the congregation. Like, are y'all still going next week? Well, it's been.
If you go next week, you deserve it. You deserve this mistreatment. It's just stupid. All right.
Oh God.
I'll flock with you, man. Who you flocking with this week? I could go first. I already got somebody in mind.
This is a personal situation. I flock with my boss.
Okay.
Now, for the most part in life, I've been blessed with bosses that's been very flexible, no micromanagement. Like, I've been very blessed in the supervisor, manager, situation in terms of my career. But I'm gonna just, my boss is she's really a good boss. Like, hold you down, don't bother me too much. I'm a very independent worker anyway, but she know her shit. That's one thing I love about a boss. She know her shit. I done seen some bosses where they know less than what I know. And I don't like shit like that because they be acting like, because it's like, why you getting paid what you getting paid and you don't know shit. But I'm just saying I flock with my boss because, especially now I'm with a child, okay? I ain't used to, having to take off extra sick days because the school nurse done call me. Now I got to pick up and go because my nephew wilding out in the classroom and doing too damn much. Because every time I see that number, I'm like, what he done did now? Okay. Brilla, do you deal with that with boys or is just my nephew? Like, they
be tweaked out sometimes. Especially my son. I got two.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, what y'all be thinking? Like, what? So yeah, shout out to my boss.
Oh my God! Shout out to your boss. It just got me thinking. Not to cut off your fly, but
no, you did. Go ahead.
They get in trouble for scrapping each other at the school. What the fuck?
At school?
You couldn't wait. You couldn't wait.
Ricky and Doughboy at school.
You couldn't wait till you got to the crib.
Yeah, y'all supposed to be a united front at the school. Like, come on now. Fight all you want at the house. Damn.
Man.
That shit was Steven. Whatever happened at home, brother, they could not wait till they got back home. I don't know what it was. They were like, nah.
Yeah, it's going down right now.
Right now. I'm low-key curious. We need to interview them because I kind of want to know what was up.
Like, what happened?
What was that deep? Oh man, did they get in trouble? Did y'all?
Nothing. I mean, they were smart. They said they was playing.
Oh, dang. They probably got their story
So
together.
they got their little charges knocked down. So I was low key impressed because I knew they they wasn't playing, but when they got in the interrogation room, they stuck to they came up with a plausible story to get the charges knocked down to a
You raising some
playful.
good ones. You raising some. I don't know if that's good or bad, low
So they
key.
was wrestling. You know what I'm saying? So
That
they
is
did
fire.
get a punishment, but we were impressed they was able to talk their charges down.
That's fire. Oh, shout out to the boys. But yeah, shout out to my boss. I appreciate her. You know, once in a while, we may have a little, situation, but for the most part, she does a job great, very understanding, very flexible. And yeah, just shout out to all the good bosses that deserve their position. Because there's some fools that don't.
Fact.
Thank you, Labrie.
Shout out. Who I'm flocking with this week? Who I'm flocking with Erica Badu, man. It's some Erica Badu.
What
She
you do?
you ain't see the little bodysuit she wore somewhere. She was kind of trolling the BBL community.
She always showing that body. Yeah. She stacked now.
She but she wore this big ass bodysuit with this crazy. You gotta look at the picture.
Exaggeration.
Yeah. It was funny as hell. And she did an interview. She had some zingers in there. And I don't know, it's just something about her. It's like I don't know. Like I see why. Like I don't like. I can't even put words to it. She got aura.
Be careful.
Yeah, she definitely
don't like her too much.
I don't know what's going on.
You give me witchy vibes. I'm not even gonna lie. She gives me. I'm gonna throw something up in here to where when you get done with me, you ain't gonna be dressing right.
Me too. Like it's yeah. So maybe I shouldn't be flocking with that.
No. She had Andre 3000 with a football helmet and a jersey and some wild shit. Common was over here, daishiki'd up.
Yeah, I can see it. I can tell.
She know how to pick it.
Powerful stuff. All right, man. I'm blocking with it. I like just the troll aspect.
No, yeah.
And then she be trolling the Beyonce Beehive people.
Yeah, she do.
So funny. I feel like she's just funny. It's a crisis going on.
Oh boy.
It's a crisis, and dude, we got to talk about this YN crisis. This is like people think it's a joke and it's funny, but it's really unsafe out here. It's so crazy. Like you got kids with scholarships pulling armed robberies. You got daylight, no plan. I'm just gonna rob this store, this restaurant. No plan, no mask, nothing. It's an epidemic. I don't know what could be done. I know every generation say it. They said it about us. Yeah. But I feel like the 80s babies, man, we fed. What did we do? We didn't do nothing. No. This is crazy. It's crazy. What's really happening in these hoods? I see it every day. Like they dropping like flies, getting locked up, doing crazy stuff.
Like, what do you think is the cause, though?
It all comes down to they just infatuated with this street stuff, and it's like they just stupidity, I guess. It come from. I wish I knew, because anytime you try to, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I respect the hustler. I even understand people that do like robberies, jobs, and things like that. I understand it. I mean, and I know people that do things like that, but they usually do it for a reason. They usually have a plan, and I feel like if nobody lose their life, even though it's terrible, you can plan it out on some
yeah
11 type stuff. A hyped. But these kids just doing stupid stuff to buy designer and look, I don't know, to buy designer and impress other people. It's just a cycle, the YNs, and then the little girls, the girls love them. That's part of why they love them. They getting love from the little honeys. I feel
Yeah,
like if these little girls knew how much influence they have.
that's true.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
Because it's so sad. Like I see it every day. What you think, man? Just touch the YN crisis, people.
Yeah. And I hate to keep blaming this one factor in life, but I feel like if it's not a full contributor, it's a factor, and that's social media. I keep going to that. That's the only difference from now until then. You know what I'm saying? Is social media. People having, just access and just more visibility to celebrities, to people who have it, to where, it's being flaunted more. People are, just over here just, doing it for the gram, whether it's real or fake. A lot of it's fake. But and then I also think, because I feel like it's always been, not feel like, it always been drugs, sex, and rock and roll when it comes to entertainment and music. But a shift happened, I feel like, in our generation where we went from glorifying selling drugs to using drugs, with the Futures and, the Little Waynes of the world. Don't get me wrong, I love the music, and don't get me wrong, every generation's had, their, Mary Janes or whatever, but I feel like now more so, we just pushing like they out here being real crackheads, like for real. Sad when I see Kodak Black over here just wilding out. Like it just pisses me off. But I'm to speak to the young.
Too. Kodak looked bad. He looked.
Yes.
I seen a recent picture of him, a video when he was with Pooh Shiesty mom. He looked like at least he wasn't high. Looked better. But if this crash out stuff is real and they don't understand what's really about to happen to them.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You're hard to go to prison, bruh, for a very long time. And listen, I got a old boy who just got out, did a little stint. He like, dog, it ain't nothing but the YNs. They big ends in there, like somebody that's older. Like he said, it's crazy how many young dudes up in there doing
like in this camp.
Stupid stuff. He like, man, you can't even do a bid for real. Like on some, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be a regular prisoner.
Yeah.
He been in prison a couple times, going to do his couple years. He was talking different. I'm like, okay, this is what I like to hear. He like, bro, I am not going back, dog. Because if I go, he feel like he gonna trying to crash out because they doing stupid stuff like being loud all night and you know what I'm saying.
You have a respectable prison.
He's a respectable prisoner. He doesn't know the rules and I'm like, bro, this is why you stay home, bro.
That's crazy. That's the reason that he's like, you know what, I'm gonna do right versus like I'm just gonna do right anyway because the YNs are horrible roommates. That's pretty much what he's.
Oh, he's like I ain't like I'm gonna end up doing something crazy. He ain't did,
Yeah, it's
good to hear, but that was his. Basically, he getting too old for this, which is what he should have been on like 12 years ago.
Yeah,
but
everybody learn at their own pace. But to the young women out there, honestly, I'm not gonna be a hypocrite, Brillo, because it's something about the bad boy. I, too, myself, 10 years old, was feeding over Devontae and Dalvin. Not Boys to Men.
No,
I was like Boys to Men, like sweater vest, choreography. That ain't cute. I wanted the Timbs. I wanted the leather in the desert. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Look, you wanted some sauce. Like it's okay to be sauced up. You know what I mean? And have some confidence, but I'm trying to get like, bro, like they feel like, dude, like it's so crazy. Like you said, we're watching stuff. It's like I don't want to blame the young girls, but I wish they really knew their power because
you're right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, and then these young dudes trying to impress other dudes. Then they trying to buy all this expensive stuff to attract other dudes and girls, and It's just a perpetual. It's a perpetual cycle.
You're right,
You know what I
Bruno.
mean?
And no, swag does not necessarily mean you out there and gotta be hustling. But 9 times out of 10, if you 18, 19 and you swagged out, it ain't because you got
Yeah,
a
it's
raise
two
that
reasons. You
big.
either spoiled. You know, people
Yeah,
got money, which is the the gold,
that is the goal.
or
But not
or
like
you doing something
that's what I'm
stupid.
saying. So that's sometimes that's where, and just even just the bad boy image is just, eventually you grow out of it. You know what I'm saying? And
If you
I,
going,
I hope you never, some girls should never even be in that phase, but I'm just being realistic. Not a lot of me and my friends, we gravitated towards, it may be a little 2 year stint, 5 year stint till you get your heart broken and be like, oh, I need a good guy. You know what I'm saying? Or you had some guys that you thought you was good, and they were actually was bad. They was placating and showing they representative. But it's one of those things you live and you learn. I don't
here's
think
the
that's ever
thing
going to
though,
change.
you got idiots though. They acting like they. My thing, like try to if you're gonna do something, try to be good at it,
That's
or
the goal.
like really be like that. Like it ain't time to cry now, and it's so much that go into it.
I know.
Like
And you
they not
probably
even trying. They
Mhm.
not even trying. It's like they don't even care about life. They life or your life. Anytime you do a robbery with no mask, just on a whim, like, hey, let's go to the store right quick. Hey man, let's just go rob the store right quick. I need some money. I gotta buy this and this and that right quick. I need a couple $100 so I could go buy some
So BS.
designer shoes. What?
Yeah, it's no purpose. Like, out of desperation, yes, you may need to do something, but just on some old
Right, that's what I'm
luxurious shit.
saying.
That's the problem. I mean, it's bad regardless, but we like you said earlier, you understand it more if you gotta feed your family
Right,
versus
right.
go
What
to
you
Saks. You know
doing?
what I'm
Just
saying?
doing it for the gram?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it ain't that deep. And if so, go get some knockoffs or something. I mean, I'm not a knockoff fan, but I'm trying to
You even
provide.
got to do all that. You don't really even need all that.
No, you
Just
don't.
pretend like you the man. My OG told me, Brilla, just pretend. If you pretend like you the man, they gonna like you. It don't even matter what you got on. And this is mind blowing. This is crazy. It's mind blowing. Now look, I'm gonna be perfectly real with you. I know I ain't the ugliest dude in the world, but I ain't no damn heart throb. But listen, I in my day, I had my way. I'm trying to tell you, and it was strictly from just having supreme faking confidence, man. I'm trying to tell them, fake your confidence. 10 out of 10 girls go, they gonna think, damn, why he think he just think he this and that. Let me find out. Just
Mhm.
they intrigued. I'm trying to tell you, it was the game. That was the game right there.
No,
You don't
I get
need
you.
all of that, man. You don't need all of that.
You're right.
All that
Confidence will
stuff.
get you a long way. You know.
Just be confident.
Yeah.
Craziness. All
Yeah.
right, let's check this thumbnail out. Let's talk about my guy.
No.
My guy making history with the first male abortion. Right? He had the internet buzzing again because he paid up front. He stood on business. I thought he might have Adidas might have got in his ear and said, "No, you might want to reel this in." That man said, "No, I'm standing on business. I want an abortion. The first one, 1.8."
Now why your transfer went through so
Here
quick.
you go. Don't ever call my phone no more.
That's
I hope karma comes around and this kid is it a boy or a girl? It's a girl
a
or boy?
girl.
It's a girl. Man, I hope she is the female version of Ant-Man dunking on people just to keep the drama going.
He probably
But
said, I don't know if that's gonna help. But
but this is like I I don't agree with it
mhm.
because I feel like he was irresponsible, and I don't care about the woman. That might sound harsh. You as a man got to be responsible for that. You got to be responsible for that. They got the choice to do whatever they do, but it's on you. And you wasn't, but gay. Hey, I get it. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna excoriate the brother for making a mistake
Yeah.
and slipping up. I just find it funny that he's standing on business and a lot of people just acting like he's doing something so wrong when they know she only kept it, or you know what I'm saying, only they know what it is,
Yeah.
basically. I
I
don't
mean,
know her personally. I gotta say a lot. That's just my thoughts. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
It's
So
top tier petty though. I mean, it's slightly admirable. I'm not even gonna hold you. It's slightly admirable in terms of just how far you would go to be such an asshole. Like that's incredible to me. But at the end of the day, like I said before, when both y'all laid down or stood up or whatever y'all what position y'all was in, before y'all did what y'all did and decided to not include the rubbers, you got to be open to what's the possibilities. And the fact is, I don't know what number this baby is, but he had like 3-4 babies. Like your percentage is just as high as your real game in basketball. Like you shooting high
wow.
in both sports, my guy. Like what we doing? So it's trash because yes, finances is required to raise a child, but you have to be there. You have to have a physical presence and help raise this child. I don't know. Do you think he's going to get to a point, maybe year 5 or 10, was like, you know what? I gotta change the heart. Let me go ahead and be a dad. What do you feel about his future in terms of this child?
Yeah, he will.
You think so?
Yeah, and I also think the young lady, a young woman, will be like, "I want more money." If you want to see, you know what I'm saying. She
That's
might do
possible.
that. He might have to end up paying more just to have a relationship when he get more mature. Because at 20 something, it don't she don't care. He didn't want it, but when he's 29, he gonna think like, "Damn, that's my baby."
Yeah, I don't know. It may be like 49 because I feel like men when they like that, they don't be in their kids' life like that. It's not until either they get sick or they just start regretting a bunch of shit in life, and they're like, you know what? Let me do right. Let me do right. But I just feel sorry for the little girl because no child really wants not. They don't want to feel not wanted by their own parent. Like that's the part I feel like I don't understand why he's not thinking of that. Like he's really trying to hurt the mother and he's really hurting the child because and that's crazy because I watched a documentary on him like way before all this drama and he seemed like a family guy. You know, his mom passed. He was helping out, you know, his sister because she helped raise him. He had all the family at the house. Like, don't get me wrong, I can't really, you know, predict his character
Yeah.
based on what I see in a couple of hours worth of footage. But I don't know. I just guess I'm just disappointed because what example are we setting here? Is this going to be a trend? What you think, bro? There's going to be a trend now. They just going to go ahead and just give you the one off.
That's why you gotta take ownership, fellas. Just man, I know it's difficult, but hey, man,
I ain't
just
never
like
seen no
he
hate
said,
like
it can
that.
happen. It can happen, bro.
That's a lot of hate.
Standing on business though, and I just feel like he just really just didn't want to have, but um, didn't want to pay more. Maybe he could have set up something like. Because I know he probably feel like he about to sign super max deals and everything in the next couple years. But I mean, it's just money at the end of the day, man. Just if like she gon' just give her the money, bro. That's what she wanted anyway. You knew what it was.
But
Like
how was the paperwork? I didn't read and do too much, but is that mean like, oh, I done gave you this money up front? Could it be amended to where if she wants more, like is it a one time? I don't know what the paperwork
I
situation.
don't know, but you know where there's a will, there's a way,
That
and
is facts.
she could get. She'll probably, you know, what I'm saying, run out and somebody will grant her some money. I don't see her living humbly off some couple milli. You know,
Facts.
that Birkin's expensive.
18 years, like that.
Or she'll just have another one, buy another
That's true.
billionaire.
Cause she got a baby what from Little Baby, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Yeah, she'll be a Drea-ish type situation. You know what I'm saying? She'll find another one, and yeah, that's the game.
It's the game. These dummies keep doing it.
They keep playing. They keep playing the game.
All right, let's talk about Stephen A. and LeBron James.
What are your thoughts, man?
I feel like, okay, I understand why LeBron was pissed or whatever, and said what he said to that dude. I am a LeBron fan, but like it's like when you talk about as a father, it was just that one part that I think he was talking about, and Stephen A. doing some real unprofessional stuff. You know what I'm saying? As far as, so I was glad Brian went on the Pat McAfee show and was talking trash or whatever. You know what I'm saying? LeBron grew up without a dad. And he a good father. So talking about as a father, you shouldn't do this. Dude, talk about if you say he trash, his son trash, okay, cool. But I feel like Stephen A was just doing too much. And then he went on, like he said, a whole press run, talking tough and doing too much about the situation. That's all. It's entertaining at the end of the day, but I don't know. Even they was acting kind of weird, man. Maybe it's just me being a LeBron fan, but I felt like it was weird. Like, dog, like then you saying all this stuff and then you lied on him talking about he wasn't at Kobe. You getting real personal. You supposed to keep it as hoops, bro. Keep it as hoops. You talking about as a father and this and that to somebody who ain't even had a pops, and then you talking about other things besides hoops. For me, like keep it hoops. Like I don't understand why they get personal, and then knowing they not talking about I would have swung on LeBron. Well, ain't nobody even say nothing about bro. He not gonna. This is what I be talking about. People be popping off because they think they safe. Like because they think they safe because LeBron not gonna mess up his whole what he got going on just to crack you in your jaw, Stephen A. So chill, bro. Talking about you would have swung on LeBron, you would have swung on Brown, and Brown would have just looked at you like, "Did you just swing on me? Like I think you did, but what happened? Like, come on, man. What you feel about it, Stephen A? Come on."
Okay. Quick question before I give my thoughts. So when you say Stephen A was being professional, are you referring to his thoughts on how Bronny is as a dad?
I mean, yeah, like bringing LeBron, saying like as a father, you need to stop this. You need to stop, bro. He had a bad game. Like he's the 55th pick. If you think he can't hoop, then say that. But don't be talking about some as a father. I need to stop this. Stop what? Stop building my son up, turning him into a millionaire, getting him advocating for him. Yes, I'm his dad. I'm gonna say he's better than some of these dudes in the NBA. He's gonna outwork him. My son who almost died last year, who we not even talk about, he damn near had a heart problem, so he getting over that, and he been doing what he's supposed to do in the league. So yeah, like to me that was unprofessional. Like talk about how trash he is on the break something down on the hoops. Like this is sports. Then you got on ESPN and lied and said he ain't go to Kobe's thing and something about not being present for D Wade, something like this is some old like what you talking about, bro?
Yeah, I mean at this point I do feel like Stephen A is milking this, but that's kind of the game at this point. I guess I'm questioning the unprofessional standpoint is because I think Stephen A has shifted in terms of his place in the media. I feel like he was more of a journalist, reporter, and now he kind of shifted more. He was always, I guess, entertaining on some level, but I guess he's more in his entertainment bag. Yes, he provides commentary on sports and people, what have you, but I guess that's what we're seeing right now, more entertainment. Because let me just say, I don't hate LeBron, but I'm not like a huge LeBron fan, so I'm gonna say that. But the things that Stephen A were saying, a lot of people was thinking, at least me, because at that time, I feel like, and I don't know the exact dates he was discussing Bronny and LeBron as a father, but I was feeling bad for Bronny because I'm like, because at the time he was doing horribly in the NBA, and I'm like, I just felt like LeBron put too much pressure on his son, and nepotism. I don't mind it for the most part when it comes to, especially, when it comes to us, because we don't get a lot of opportunities when it comes to, just getting, being put in position, right? But I kind of had a problem with it because, one, I'm a Laker fan, and I did not necessarily feel Bronny was worthy of that spot, but that's neither here nor there. It already happened. But I think LeBron knew who he can approach, because if somebody else, feel like he may have with a question, like approaching them, because it looked like it was kind of planned anyway, him stepping to Stephen A, looking at the camera, all that stuff. But my husband's in the chat. But at the end of the day,
oh, okay,
I'm not mad at him sticking up for his son as a father, but I feel like when you put your son in a position where he's an NBA player, and if he's being critiqued as an NBA player,
that wasn't the problem.
That's the thing.
Yeah, I get it. That wasn't the problem with his play. Like 55th pick, you gonna struggle. You can't name me a 55th that's just came out just killing. So let's just call it what it is. We talking about him because his dad. People upset because the people who think that Bronny shouldn't be in the league, or you know what I'm saying, or think that he just there because his dad. And I'm like, so what? He the 55th pick. Like, and then turn around a couple months later, they put up a graphic of like all the 55th picks. You got people was averaging like 0.9 points. You see what he doing in the development league. This is like a pick that's usually takes a couple years to develop. So it's not like he went the third. I think the thing was like, for me, it was the whole father thing. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, Bronny ain't never got a hoop. Like, he's good.
And that's part of
just say how trash he is. Like, if LeBron was approaching Stephen A because he just talk about how trash Bronny hooping is. Like, don't talk about, and then I would have been 100% with Stephen A. LeBron, you tripping. But don't talk about me as a father, man. Shut up.
Yeah,
like, it's okay. It's okay. You know what I'm saying?
I get
to criticize his hoops.
Yeah. And I think I didn't mean to cut you off, but I think the main part of the confusion was when LeBron approached him, he was like, "Stop talking about my son." And I feel like he should have said, "Stop talking about me as a father," because that's where I guess a lot of the confusion was, on a lot of people's behalf, and even Stephen A. But I'm not going to be mad at LeBron for sticking up for his, critique as a father. It is what it is. But I feel like at this point, if your son is in a league, and yes, well and damn that he is going to be critiqued. So I just feel like, I don't know. And then I'm thinking about from Bronny's perspective, like, I don't know, it's given I got beat up and my mom went to approach the person that beat me up. And I'm looking kind of like weak in a sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person, I don't want my dad coming to my defense if I'm being critiqued, because I should already be prepared to be critiqued, because I'm an NBA player right now. I'm grown. He's not 16. He's not 17. He's a grown-ass man. So I feel like LeBron has to also be careful about this, because that can have like a negative effect on
But you got it, like, exactly. I get it, but like, you gotta come on, like you kill you. They get on TV, and because of LeBron, they got a segment on the 55th pick. Like, bro, like he get a couple minutes a game. This is the 55th pick. They act like he went number one. LeBron got him starting. I would be a little pissed too. Like, damn, let him cook. Like, come on, man. You talking about my son in the first segment just because of me?
But that's normal. Honestly, brother, we talk about Michael Jordan's son who's getting pulled over because he high and drunk, but he never been in the NBA. It's par for the course. It's just, it is what it is.
I know. I get that. That's why I wasn't mad at LeBron. But Stephen A he definitely trying to trying to monetize it or whatever. He been
Yeah.
kind of out of pocket. You really think he would have swung on LeBron? You think he would have swung on Bron?
Yeah, but it probably wasn't connected, or he wouldn't have felt it. Like it's he talking ish. But yeah. My husband's like, tell him who I think LeBron daddy is. It is his dad. Delroy Lindo is LeBron's daddy. Like, that is his daddy. But you can't tell me no otherwise. I need to do it side by side. But yeah, it's messy.
It's entertainment at the end of the day.
Yeah, I just feel like at this point,
I think and I ought to be a little pissed too, because it's like when he do good in the G League, it's like it's the G League, but like that's where those picks go to,
develop.
You know what I'm saying, to develop. So I feel like the NBA know, the basketball aficionados know, like he deserves a spot. You know what I mean? At that level, to be able to see if he could develop into something else.
Yeah.
Now, initially, he got in because of Bron. Because remember, and then you got to take into account, man, my son could be dead. And he wanted to play in the NBA. Remember, he was supposed to play at USC.
But this ain't Make-A-Wish, Brillo. This ain't Make-A-Wish foundation. And that's dangerous, too, because damn, I don't know what
humans, though. If I'm in position if they want to put my son on, I'm gonna let him rock out. Like you said, nepotism. I don't care about it. I'm for it, especially for
it. But I guess my gripe is, as a fan of basketball,
I'm not getting no minutes. PG, that 55th pick wasn't about to do nothing but be in the G League anyway. You know what I mean? I can see if they wasted the pick.
You're right.
That 50, you're not gonna get no burn. You got Luke out there. Like, come on, Laker Nation. Come on, bro.
And then here's the thing, right?
Was not about to get no burn.
Here's another caveat. LeBron markets this whole relationship between him and his son. They got commercials. It's all this hoopla. But we have numerous second-generation NBA players, and you don't see their dads kind of coupling them together, like marketing them like Gary Payton Jr. or Tim Hardaway Jr. Like, it's a difference. LeBron markets this coupling with him and his son, which further puts a highlight on the relationship and, their performance.
Yep. And then they go out and kids buy a Bronny James jersey, and he got the second highest jersey from Lakers.
I'm not mad at that.
Man? So it's all a money train at the end of the day. Not mad at that. But yeah, talk about his hoops, Stephen A. And you wasn't gonna do nothing.
Question: would it be a problem? Because I don't watch Stephen A. all the time, but does he typically interject and give his opinion on other NBA players in terms of their personal lives? That's another thing, because if that's something he's doing, I'm not
talking about G League players unless it's LeBron. I mean, they always do that. You know what I'm saying? They be disrespectful. That's the thing in media now, because like I said, they feel safe. They feel safe until they don't. Like, it's gonna be another Ron Artest type player or Latrell Sprewell, somebody who's just not having it, and gonna do something to somebody for being disrespectful.
Protect your name.
They do. They feel like,
no, yeah, you're right. Is that part of that internet culture where everybody got a platform?
Yeah, he always do it. You get personal with KD, but when he lied and said Bron wasn't at Kobe Memorial, Bron was ducked off because he didn't want the cameras on him, catching him shedding some tears and taking away from the great Kobe Bryants. You know what I'm saying? The camera looking for, you know what I'm saying, LeBron.
Yeah, I assume it was misinformation, because I feel like for him, I don't know.
Why would you go there anyway? You see what I mean?
I think he was just over there just writing and just not really fact checking. He was just so emotional and upset.
Just arguing. And he didn't do this for D-Wade, and like, dog, what?
When you get in an argument, be with somebody, you bringing up everything, like, and another thing. but this wasn't the platform. Like in that situation,
like
together.
You had all this stuff in the tuck just waiting.
Yeah, but they had bad beef anyway, apparently. So this didn't help.
Yeah.
He has to be more careful.
All right. Talk about Kanye, man. And what you think about the drip? I'm gonna say this, man. I don't got a lot to say. I don't really care what Kanye have to talk about unless he got some music or maybe some merch. But here's the thing, though. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I don't like some of the stuff he say. I understand it. Y'all people like to call it crazy, and I understand that some of the stuff he be talking about, like he on their neck. Like he said, like, you know, they didn't profited off black trauma. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could N-word it up on here and not get flagged. But let me say something about another demographic, and I got a strike. Like I'm demonetized. They don't care. So he said, I am about to profit off of their trauma. And I don't care. I don't care. I like it. Honestly, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I like it. Would I do it? No. Like, do I agree with 100% of everything any man says? No. Is this extremely goofy? No, but it's shocking. It gets the people going. It gets you going. And he's playing you just like he said he was 10 years ago when he said it's provocative, people. It gets the people going on Watch the Throne back in 2011. And we're falling forward and talking about it. And say he disturbed. Yeah, hey, the world is disturbed. Candy Love, it's disturbed that they didn't profit off of black trauma for decade after decade after decade. We just saw it on the series that we watched. You know what I'm saying? It reminded me of the Powers little sob story that my man was saying on the last episode. Personally, without saying too much, it's entertaining to me. Would I rock this? Absolutely not. Do I find it provocative and entertaining? Yes.
Yeah.
But PG, what's your thoughts on this whole?
I just really don't have much for Kanye. He's giving shock jock. I mean, do you feel that he's truly out of his mind, or he's just one of those, ingenious people that just saying what they want to say?
The latter, man. The latter. He knows exactly what's happening. When you say I'm going to profit off their trauma, and then you proceed to troll the entire community, and then you get yourself free from your deal with Adidas, and you troll their community. He's telling you exactly what he wants to do. And the people that have a problem with it, they don't have a problem with me saying N-word, 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 murder, kill him, bash his skull in a platinum album. So I really had some strong feelings about this, but I'm gonna temper them down because I enjoy, rocking out on YouTube. But I got some stuff, you know what I'm saying? Look, he cooking on some things, not 100%. You know what I mean? But I don't mind it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't invest too much in Kanye. It's more so if people want to consume it and take whatever he says for face value, it is what it is. I mean, it's just one of those situations where,
like, we still listening to what he talking about. But that's why I said if he don't got no music, or merch, like, because the music is always gonna be fire. He haven't let me down. He's musically.
Yeah, he's definitely talented, but I feel like it's one of those things, if you're bothered by what he says, then change the channel. That's how I feel. I've been very intentional. What he says,
it gets the people going, Candy. Hey, yeah, it was wrong, but hey, he say the things that.
Yeah. And I'm not vouching for anybody that I don't know their lives. So he has been very close to those people. So who's for me to say if it's true or not? I don't go off for any celebrity. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I've been on a spiritual journey where this year I have been curating things that I intake. So that means if I was, unsubscribing to people, stop following people, like I've been very serious about what I'm intaking and what I'm spewing out. So if whoever is thoroughly annoyed or frustrated by whatever Kanye says, then don't try to do your best not to follow the websites or the channels that post his content.
Well, they can't do that.
Well, that's what they just gonna listen to what the man got to say.
They can't do that.
And if you see that Clan Fit, then you need to scroll up, swipe right, whatever you need to do.
Hey, that's too much. Exactly. They
gotta watch the whole thing, Brillo. They
want to talk. They want to have something to talk about. Oh, Kanye said this.
Like, I don't get bothered by nothing nobody says. The only person I feel like I don't care for, I should say, that I'm going to listen on some level is the president. Because it does on some level, of course, affect my life. But other than that, if I don't rock with you, I'm not listening to nothing you got to say because who cares?
Facts. What you think about this, man? It's getting legs, man. It's getting legs. What you think about the lawsuit, PG? It's getting legs. It's some fishy stuff going on. Some things being said.
I'm the type of person, I don't put nothing past nothing or nobody. Okay. I'm glass half empty type of chick. Very pessimistic. Okay. So Drake could be well in his right. He may have, facts and data to prove whatever he's trying to prove. But if we looking at it on some real nigga level, Negro level, it looks bitch-ish.
He don't care nothing about none of that, PG. They messing with that money on. He don't care. And I understand that. It's not P. Like it turned from UMG to it seemed like he actually suing because of a rap beef that he didn't win. But he don't care nothing about hip hop, PG. Don't care nothing about none of that stuff. He care about his bottom line.
That is fact.
That's gonna keep him with the models. That's gonna keep him on the jets. That's gonna keep him making summer anthems and keep him making the vibe type music that I quite frankly enjoy. So he don't care about this is not good for hip hop. The hippie to the hop. It's not good for the hibbity.
Not the hibbity.
It's not good for that.
It's the hip hop, hibbit to the hip hop, and you don't stop.
It's not good for that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's not real nigga activity or none of that. But
Drake,
if this is true, this is huge. And Drake not the first person to sue the label, but this some dirty stuff if what he's alleging is true. And it's looking like his legs to his argument, man. He's getting like through court, you got to go through like steps. He's breezing through these steps. Like he got a lot of evidence, man. So we know he's half, what?
Yeah.
So that might play into the situation. But I agree with you. This is not, it don't look good, but the money on the line. Do you care if you got hundreds of million on your line on your deal and they trying to mess your deal up? Do you care, PG?
See, this is the thing, and this is a lot of people's arguments, is because some of the lyrics that's been told, it's very accusatory of some very damaging accusations. So now this is Drake, so I don't feel like he really cares about none of that.
Yeah, he don't care.
I feel like if it was somebody else, it's my reputation. But he looks at hip hop as a job, a hobby that he has fun at. He's not invested in this. Like, I feel like he really needs to be in movies and television because that's really what he started. And I feel like he would do very well in that. That may be his next step because I feel like, music, he always gonna have an audience. But is this giving sore loser? I do have some facts that can give me some extra money on, so we might as well. It's a might as well lawsuit to me.
Yeah, got legs. I totally agree. It's funny. And bro, can you imagine if he actually win? That'd be crazy.
I mean, music business is all a game.
He's not. It's the conglomerate. He's not gonna win. I would be shocked, but the fact that it's even gone this far is shocking to me. Like I wouldn't even did it.
Ronald Cameron said it's very light skinned.
Oh, it's money on the line, bro. I get it. People don't like Drake no more, but it's millions and millions on the line, and it ain't like he can go get acting. Man, I don't. Hey, I'm suing you for that money, and I'm sorry. We're gonna be in court, buddy. We're in court. I can't do nothing else, and he ain't doing it to. He doing it to the conglomerate. See, people. This is what people don't like. I feel like a lot of people think he's actually suing Kendrick Lamar.
No.
No. This is the conglomerate. I don't give a damn. Michael Jackson sued the label. Mm-hmm. Prince did too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sonny and Cher, all them.
He better come out with a fire ass R&B album or something. Because he really I'm sure he's been in touch with his feelings in the past 2 years than he's ever been. Like just crying with a candlelit room with a pen and paper. All the feelings is coming out.
Man, that man is somewhere with a bunch of people telling him he won and a bunch of models living the life.
On the outside. But we know at the end of the day, Drake, he low-key
your world only existed if people, well, if you can manage to stay off the internet, your world is what you put in front of you. And if he putting a bunch of people in front of him, saying,
yeah,
things, life could be great. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, last question, PG. You can set one person free.
Oh boy.
Between R. Kelly and P. Diddy.
Oh hell no.
Who coming home? This
actually is not hard.
I'm going to.
It's not.
Throw people off.
I hate this because I'm thinking of the video. But when I compare domestic violence with underage women, I'm sorry, you got to go in jail when it comes to underage girls. So I'm gonna have to free P. Diddy unless we do have evidence, and there has been accusations of him, But I don't know. I don't know for sure. But R. Kelly, we've seen victims. You know what I'm saying? So Ara got to stay in, and I'm gonna let.
I agree, because I just it'll just get so interesting. Look, when he beat this case, and he will. when I can't wait for this trial, man. When this trial starts, it's gonna be epic.
Supposed to be May, right? Mm-hmm.
He's going to win. They don't have nothing. Nothing that's gonna keep him, dude.
His lawyer quit. So do you think that has anything to do with it, though? His original lawyer. I'm sure he's probably found a new one, but
he's not. They said he quit.
That's true. We can't believe nothing the internet say.
Probably hired a better one. But yeah, he's not. I don't think he's gonna lose. I don't know. I'm talking about they don't have. They look. They can make whatever charge they want to stick in the blender, but it's gonna be entertaining to say. Yeah.
Are they gonna let the people in? Are we? Is it gonna be public? That's what I.
Absolutely. Come on.
Sometimes they don't be making stuff public, so that's why I'm just like,
No, they're not gonna drop the ball on this one.
Is it gonna be like the YSL trial?
The black man. Come on. Music mogul.
That is facts.
Come on, they're not losing this. They're about to have every little dirty detail on. Hey, I'm about to turn into
Gene Deal.
Right. They about to have him on this. They about to have every dirty detail. And what did he do with those bottles of baby oil? And what did he do with the Ciroc and a syringe?
If I see a bunch of ashy ass people in there talking about baby oil activities, I'm gonna be
Yeah, man. Anyway, man. Low key, I ain't gonna be able to keep up with it, y'all.
Yeah, we may
Stuff
touch
like that. I'm gonna have to just watch a couple minutes of it. And you talking about Young Thug, they trying to line him up already. Judge said, damn, he ain't even did nothing. The judge said that basically. Like, what are we doing here? This man hasn't done anything wrong.
What do you feel about, because we've seen Diddy's kids in and out of the courtroom, like what do you feel about kids just like being in the courtroom? Like, how do you feel? Would you prefer your, hypothetically, like the kids to be home or in the courtroom with you? Like, because I feel like that's a lot.
Nah, I ain't about to go to court or visit me. None of that.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody,
but
forget me.
You said forget you?
Yeah. I'm not going to be able to do my time if I'm thinking about my family. I don't exist. I'll see y'all in whatever release date.
Yeah, it's kind of like the military. You got to,
Right. Man, what? If I got to go back after the visiting room, I'm crashing out. Hey, I don't see how they do that. You got to go do a whole visit and go back to regular jail. Sad existence.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yo, what's coming up next for your channel?
Raising Kanan, of course. New episode in a couple hours, less than a couple hours. I'm excited. I'm pretty sure he's a body gonna drop. That's not a big concern of mine, but I just want to know where the hell Fame is at. That's all I care about. And the only reason I care about is because they keep bringing it home. Huh?
You know where he is.
I know, but I want them to tell me on the screen because I'm tired of the Where's Famous. I'm tired of everybody, vouching for him, not being a snitch, vouching for him, getting his mind right. Like they really making it. They're doing too much. I feel like with the writing with this Famous thing. Like you don't think it's overkill?
No, it's time. It's time though. It's time. It's time. It's right there. If they don't tell us today, I'm right there. Which it's right at the point.
Yeah.
So yes, we agree. It's time. Tonight is tonight when we need to know.
I'm ready to move on. Let's figure out what happened
we need
and never ever speak about him again. That's what I'm ready for.
I laughed when I read this. KP, man, I'm gonna be back. I just had a lot going on, my G. That kind of let me know, like, man, they want to see the live pack. So what's next for my channel? Live pack on Saturday. Keep your notification bells on. There you have it. Yeah. Come back next week for episode 4, Pretty Thorough Podcast. We'll talk about whatever happened throughout the week. Everybody have a great night. We about to slide up out of here, man. Peace.
Bye, y'all.